Welcome back, everybody, to episode 52 of the ForbiddenCast. My chair's being really squeaky. It probably looks really bad. Well, that's not picking up in the audio. Hopefully not. I don't know. Lucas was fucking it with it last time that he was here. Which, by the way, everybody, I have a new video out that I put out on Wednesday called Blindfold Test, Overdrive Blindfold Test. It was a really fun little video that I did with my buddy Lucas. He came down to visit me for a little bit in my wonderful little 2-bedroom apartment that I share with my girlfriend. And yeah, he slept on our futon and we played some guitar. We went to the Long and McQuaid and we played some guitar. We filmed that video. It was a lot of fun. For everybody who did see the video, kind of a shame that I didn't set up the camera properly. And like I'm out of the shot for the entirety of the video, basically. But it was a fun video, and I'm actually really surprised that I got, well, I mean, spoiler alert for anybody who didn't watch the video yet. If you are interested in watching it, I get most of them right, except for on the second time, because what we did in the video is we had all the pedals laid out. I have 4 different overdrive pedals. I have a Tube Screamer, I have the Boss Super Overdrive, which I'm going to get to in a little bit, and then I also have my Tone City Dry Martini, and I also got the Electro Harmonics Soul Food pedal, and all of them are, I think, technically different different circuits and everything like that, so they're different, like, clippers and everything like that. There's a whole JHS video on like the different overdrives and distortions. Go check it out. You can learn a lot from a like 20-minute video. So yeah, Josh from JHS explains a lot better than I probably ever could. But yeah, so I have those 4 pedals, and essentially we use a clean tone with a guitar that I'm familiar with, and I try to guess. I'm blindfolded, just the part of the test, and I just by listening to it by ear and by feel while playing, I have to try to guess which overdrive I'm playing, and yeah, and that the first round I nailed them all. I got them all right, which again I'm really surprised that I did, but I did. And then on round 2, what we did, we switched out the guitars. Something I'm a little less shouldn't say comfortable with, but a little less familiar with, and yeah, and then we play with an already overdriven amp, and then we use it as like a boost, or just trying to guess which pedal is which. And I'm surprised I got quite a few of them right, but it was a lot harder. A lot of the characteristics of the pedals, once you do put them in front of an overdriven amp already, you lose a lot of the characteristics from the pedals. Like, there's very small details and sounds that you can like kind of pick up on, but like overall, most of them felt and played the same. So it just goes to show that it doesn't really matter what you got. If it sounds good, it sounds good. So that was a lot of fun. Go check that out if you haven't. It's quite it's a longer video, but I mean, whatever, you know, it's like one of those videos that you put on in the background. I do that, you know, I'll put on like the longer Andertons videos and just do dishes while listening to it and checking out a new piece of guitar or whatever. So yeah, go check it out if you want. I highly recommend it. There's a link somewhere up here in one of these corners. Future me editing this, make my finger extend and touch where the link will be. I'm not going to want to do that, so I don't know why I just said that, but yeah. Yeah, so it was a lot of fun hanging out with my buddy Lucas for the past couple of days there. I also did mention that we went to a local Long McQuaid, and the fact that I got a new pedal. Did I mention that? Anyways, I did get a new pedal. It's this thing right here. I really dig this thing a lot. It's really, really cool. It sounds good, and it's just a nice looking pedal. It's the Boss Super Overdrive SD1 pedal. It was only, I think after taxes, $116 Canadian. That's cheap. That's super cheap for a really good overdrive. If you're in the market to buy yourself an overdrive, I mean, obviously I recommend the Dry Martini immediately because I love Tone City pedals, but like if you're looking for another option, look no further than this because this thing is awesome. It's a different type of circuit than the Dry Martini. The Dry Martini is a hard clipper, if I'm not mistaken, and this thing's, I don't want to say similar to a Tube Screamer because personally I think this thing sounds a hell of a lot better than my Ibanez Tube Screamer Mini. But yeah, oh look at that, it's dusty already. I've had it for less than a week now. Yeah, it's a really good pedal. It's typically the reverse of what the colors are right now. It's usually like completely yellow and with the black script. But this version right here is actually the Boss 40th anniversary edition of the pedal, which was, it was literally like only like I think 10 bucks, not even that much more expensive than the original one. I think the original one is even cheaper than this. There's the Wazacraft one, which I was kind of tempted to get, but it was almost like an extra like $40 more expensive, and I was just kind of like, yeah. I've been wanting this pedal for a while, as well as the Boss Blues Breaker, which I kind of want to get the Tone City Bluesman more because there was an Anderton's video kind of doing the same blindfold test. Was it a blindfold test? I can't remember, but like they compared it to an actual blues breaker, blues driver, the Boss Blues Driver, and like they're practically identical. So I mean, why not just get the Tone City one and hopefully get endorsed by Tone City one day? That's the hope anyways. No, I do actually really enjoy Tone City's pedals. They're extremely well built and they sound awesome and they look awesome and they're super pedal board friendly, so that's really cool. But yeah, so that's a cool new piece of gear that I bought. I've been really wanting to get the new Fender Hammertone reverb pedal. I don't know if anybody else has seen that in the market yet. I guess I haven't talked about it, but I mean, obviously there's more YouTubers than I am who have probably talked about stuff. But yeah, Hammertone is a new pedal lineup of Fender pedals. Fender has released pedals before, obviously. They have, I forget, I don't know if there's like an actual name for them. I think they're just Fender pedals, but this time it was just like an actual like Fender Hammertone. They're more smaller, compact versions of pedals. Yeah, like I'm really looking forward to trying out that reverb because it's actually a really fair price. It's got tons of different settings on it. It's only got 3 knobs. I'll just throw up a picture here. I don't know why I'm explaining it. Yeah, there's like a mod and there's like 2 different types. I think there's like a hall, a room, and then like a mod reverb, which is like, you know, like the really shimmery kind of like octave adding kind of reverb. And it's, I think, 120 bucks Canadian, which is pretty cheap for a pedal. For a nice reverb pedal, like I haven't heard any tone demos or anything like that. I'm kind of hoping to get myself one, pick one up as soon as they come out, and do that so that people, if they are interested in the pedal, they can come check my my video out as well. You know, it's all about that game. Look at me trying to talk like I know how YouTube works. I have no idea how YouTube works. I just assume that's how it works. But yeah, so I'm planning on doing that whenever that gets released. It was supposed to be, the last time I checked Long and McQuaid, there was a, this item will be in stock and available on March 11th. And then the last time I checked to see if that was still true, the pedal got moved back to March 24th. So I don't know if they all sold out immediately, and but all the pedals say that, so I don't know if there's like a back up or something like that happening. I have no idea, but I do kind of want to pre-order that pedal in advance so that I can get it whenever it comes out. I'm still waiting on my Yamaha YC organ as well. Been waiting on that thing since October. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've been waiting for that. I had called Long and McQuaid asking like, yo, where's this at? Like, maybe a month into waiting for it, and they were like, ah, yeah, like it's because of COVID, like everything's kind of backed up right now, like at the factory that they actually build these things. So yeah, it's it won't be there till probably the beginning of March. So it's just like, all right, and so I just kind of left them alone, and I didn't bother calling them up and being like, yeah, where is it? Is it coming? Huh? Where is it? No, I was just kind of waiting it out, and then finally at the end, I don't know if it was at the end of February or the very beginning of March. I mean, it's still kind of early in March right now. I did call just to make sure that, like, I was told before that, my keyboard should be coming in at, the early March, like in October. So I was just wondering if that's still the case or if I'm going to be waiting for it even longer. And then Buddy was like, oh no, like I got like a little update here saying that like it should be, we should be getting stock, like Llama Quaid should be getting stock of these keyboards on the 5th of March. The day that I'm recording this, the Monday on March 7th, there's still no updates. Nothing has changed on the website. So gonna hope that it's soon. Gonna hope that it comes in real soon. I'm gonna be going back up north to be doing some stuff related to Celestial Quest 2. So yeah, I hope that it doesn't show up when I'm up there, because I'm gonna be really fucking sad after, like, oh, we tried to reach you and you weren't home. And it also freaks me out too, because living in an apartment building, like I do have a mailbox, but it's just like one of the small mailboxes that are mainly for like letters and shit. But what I've seen before happen is they'll just, whichever shipping company is there, will either leave the package at the door for someone, and if we're gonna be gone for like a week, my girlfriend and I up north, and they just do that, saying like, hey, your shit is shipped, here you go, and someone steals it, I'm gonna be really fucking sad and mad. But yeah, we'll see. I'll before we head up, I'll definitely make sure, if there's no updates, I might give them a call again and be like,
all right, what's going on?
But yeah. All right, so moving on to this week's song recommendation. I haven't been listening to too much new stuff. Not too much crazy new stuff. Been enjoying the hell out of that new Trendkill single. But besides that, there's a new Chief song called Sad Enough. But there has been one song that I've been enjoying quite a bit lately. It used to be Super Mega's podcast's intro and outro for quite a while, actually, until they changed it recently. But this is a song called Partly, and then there's some either Japanese or Chinese characters. I'm not too familiar with the writing of either one of those two, so forgive me if it's neither, or one or the other. I'm really not familiar at all with anything besides French and English. But yeah, so partly by Dan Mason, I believe. I'm going to put it up on screen so you can see what it looks like. I forget what album it's off of, but it's a really nice kind of lo-fi, chilled out song. It's really, really nice. I do like the Super Mega version as well, because what they did is I believe they pitched it up and sped it up a little bit. So it's like got that really, like, you can see it all the time, like chill music to study to, and it's just like all like lo-fi kind of synthy kind of songs. It feels like that, but like the original one by Dan, well, it's still like the original one, just sped up and tuned up, but yeah, it's a lot slower and more mellow, and it's just a really good song. It's a nice song to just kind of sit back and relax to. It gives me like imagery of like a palm tree kind of like having its leaves blowing in a nice breeze, and it's like golden hour, while like a nice like ocean kind of vibe is going on, and it's like, yeah, it's just the sun's nice and set, and it's a nice summer day is what the kind of vibe, which is a really nice contrast to how it's actually outside right now. It's at least here in Gatineau, Quebec, it's yeah, not nice. It's yesterday it was raining, and then today it's like melting but snowing. It's just basically a big ice slide outside. It's not nice at all. Hopefully it clears up by the time that we my girlfriend and I head up north. But yeah, so go check that out. Partly by Dan Mason. Forgive me if that is wrong, but I will put up actual images and the name of the dude and everything in the album on screen so you can check that out. But anyways, everybody, thank you so much for watching. This has been episode 52 of the ForbiddenCast, and I will catch you all next Friday in episode 53. See you later, everybody. Have yourself a good one.